Started in just a minute here. So go ahead and navigate to Tinkercad. Oops. I am doing well. I hope you guys are doing well also. Mira, we're not actually doing checkers. You can make a checker if you want, but I spoke to Mr. Dubik and he said that you don't have to print a checker. You can print whatever you would like to print. Sure, Caitlin, you can show your suitcase tag. Not right now, not at the beginning of class, but at the end of class, absolutely. Alright, so navigate to Tinkercad. That's tinkercad.com. It's gonna be flat-ish, Mira. I don't know what yellow font is, but there is a size requirement that we'll talk about, and that kind of limits how large you can make your object. How tall you can make your object. No, I did not give you guys a challenge at the end of last class, I don't believe. Okay. So everybody should be navigating the Tinkercad. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Everybody. And there are a few things I want to show you all before you go to make your own designs. And you are going to have time today to just tinker on your own, and you can raise your hand if you have a question. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is the gallery. So once you get to tinkercad.com, click on the gallery, which is that third option up on this top menu. And you'll see here, there are a lot of kind of cool things that people have made. And in honor of May the 4th, may the 4th be with you, we're going to take a look at this Darth model. It kind of almost looks like a cupcake with a Darth head. Let's say that I saw this and I was interested in using this but a copy of it. What I could do, and remember I'm in the gallery right now, is select it and then hit copy and tinker. And that will open a copy of this 3D model that I can edit, that I can make my own. Can we have a challenge now? Annika, I can give you guys a challenge at the end. Oh, may the 4th be with you. Thank you. Yes, Anna, you can download these things and open them in Minecraft. But it won't come out exactly like it looks in Tinkercad, since you're limited, like, it's still made out of Minecraft blocks. So it would have a hard time making something like this, because it's so detailed, it wouldn't be able to make it out of Minecraft blocks. Okay, so I selected this object and I selected copy and tinker. And what I can actually do now is select, and change it in whatever way. What I'm going to do is make it a little bit flatter. Which doesn't necessarily make it look cooler, but we are limited with size. So I'm just going to make it smaller in general. The size limit for this project, let me double check what Mr. Dubik said, but I believe is 30 by 30 by 10 millimeters. So you can pull a ruler out onto your board. This is the first tip. When you pull this ruler out, it will tell you, so it's telling me that this is 30 millimeters high, 22 milliliters long and or wide, and 17.98 millimeters kind of long. Well, I can actually change these, and I can make it so that it's 30 by 30 by 10. I can say I want this one to be 26, and this is because I have this ruler down. I can click that and change the value. And again, that's because I pulled, from my helpers, I pulled a ruler onto the board. Oops. Okay. So you can see now my object. Oh no, it's still messed up. Hold on. Is 10 millimeters wide, 20 millimeters, or 10 millimeters deep, 20 millimeters wide, and 26 millimeters tall. I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter. So I would be able to 3D print this object. Oops, too short, Tinkercad. What in the world? My Tinkercad is moving a little bit slowly, but it'll render that image in just a moment. Yeah, it is really cool, Mira. This is made up of a bunch of different shapes and holes. So if you ungroup it, it looks really strange, but it looks like my computer is acting a little slow, so I don't want to do that to my computer. The measurements are 30 millimeters by 30 millimeters by 10 millimeters. So for most people, that would be like a pendant or a keychain, so that it would be flat. Select all of this. Oh goodness. Okay, flat, like this guy is now. Okay. Does anyone have a question with how to tinker someone else's shape? Okay, you just go to the gallery and you can change, you can make any change. You could get a little, pig and give it a hat and print that. You can make edits to whatever shape that you look at. So this is the examples that I gave to one of the groups last week. Most people's stuff will be flat. This is a Harry Potter, the shape that I made, a little name plaque, or a tree. And all of these are within the size limit. So let's take a look at these. I'm going to pull my ruler helper onto the work plane. Then it'll show you my measurements. When I select my Harry Potter shape, okay, so it looks like actually it's 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters by 10 millimeters. Let me double check on that one just to be sure. Oh, you know what it would be? It would be right here. $50 millimeters by 50 millimeters by 10 millimeters. So this one here is 50 millimeters by 36 by, it's not very tall, it's like 4 millimeters tall. And same with this like nameplate, just within those limits there. And this tree, 50 millimeters by 34, and about 3 millimeters tall at its highest. Mira, I think that they're limiting it to one print, but I'll ask Mr. Dubik about that. Yes, you can print your name plaque if you just shrink it. Just pull a ruler onto your work area and you can shrink it. Oh, thank you. Someone said my Harry Potter is awesome. Well, I just freehanded that. That was very easy to do. Just the different shapes. Freehanded it. Okay. Everybody ready to try something new? The challenge, quote unquote, someone asked for a challenge that I'm going to give you all, because you can work on the shape that you want to print outside of this hour-long period, okay? But I do want everybody to try what I'm about to do now. We're going to make a keychain pendant out of a vector image. So let's talk a little bit about what